All right, welcome back. This is just going to be a spiritual continuation of yesterday's video of the AMD DX4 120, which worked until it didn't for some reason, and it worked at like 386, 28, 30 megahertz levels, which is just no good at all. So I don't know. I tried the same CPU. This is it right here. I tried the same CPU in another motherboard. I only have this 486 board here. And it still said the same thing. So I don't know what is going on. It already from the start, it was kind of weird because it said Cyrix 50 megahertz 486 CPU detected, which already was kind of weird. So I don't know. Maybe the board just stopped supporting. I have no idea. It's weird. I'm fairly sure that processor works because I did a benchmark on that and a whole bunch of others recently. It's probably in my video pile somewhere, yeah. But so I mean, not to be let down by it. I mean, I did want to build a 120, but we'll build something just as interesting, if not a little slower. So this is a Texas Instruments 486 DX280, and according to internal benchmarks, it's closer to performance to a DX475. So what that means is, I mean, so DX280, so the bus speed is running at 40 megahertz. That jumper has been set to make sense of it. I mean, so it can talk to it. So the DX475 is actually a clock triple 25 megahertz bus. So the bus is running at 25 times 3. This bus is running at 40 times 2. So, a DX280 should theoretically be quite a bit faster because your bus is running faster. Your VL bus, anyways. So, before I put any of this in, because I don't know, maybe this one will stop working too for some reason. We're going to boot it up. Spoiler alert, I already did this, but, here we go. And right away, you can see that it says, I don't know if you can see that, but it says CPU CX486DX2. Yeah, it's treating it as a Cyrix. The BIOS doesn't explicitly support a TI. Actually, it's funny because this motherboard, it says it supports a TI, the manual, but there's no explicit settings for an 80 megahertz CPU. So these are jumper settings for a Cyrix, and it works and it picks it up properly. So that's good in and of itself. So we've got the same thing. Nothing else has changed. There's no mouse. Okay, I don't care. And nothing else has changed here. Windows 95, same hard drive, same peripherals, same sound card. The I/O card actually works in the last slide. I don't know. That chip was just doing weird stuff. So, I mean, not to be let down completely. I'm going to get another motherboard. Or I think out of that one, I might build it into a Cyrix DX266. Because, I mean, it's not PCI. So, really, the DX4 120 was slightly overkill anyways for it. But, I mean, it would have been a very capable DOS machine. So, yeah. Let's just go to... super carefully put this here and cd /cdnssi. Put safe because it doesn't always like the hard drive that's in here for some reason. Okay, right. So there it is. Processor Texas Instruments TI-486 DX2 80 megahertz real mode. We're going to benchmark it real quick and. Yeah, so it's above a 66 and below 100, so that makes sense. I mean, you'd think it'd be closer to here, but then the DX4 120 also was slightly lower than the top benchmark. So maybe there's some, what do you call that? Memory timing or something I got to mess with. The memory, there's 40 megs of RAM. I think that's going to stay in here. 2 16s and 2 4s, all at 60 nanoseconds. So yeah, we're done with that, and we're just going to put this together. Hopefully this will be a quick video because I don't want to mess with it. I got stuff to do, but I just felt like defeated yesterday. It was like stupid ass computer. It's working fine, and then I moved it, and that caused it to not work properly. Like, what the hell is this? So if I remember remember correctly. What are the pin configurations? Turbo switch, turbo key lock connection is 11 and 15. So I think it was something like this. And this was here and here. And hard drive light, we're going to connect that directly into the hard drive. Now another pain in the ass thing I have to do is now I have to change the LED readout because it still says 120 and that just won't do. Turbo LED 2 and 3. So let's try that. Turbo switches 4 and 5. Okay. We're not going to torture the hard drive a lot. I'm going to unplug its power source because this thing's been power cycled like 40 times because of the stupid shenanigans yesterday. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Quantum drives are fairly resilient anyways. So. Okay. What do we got in terms of lights here? Nothing. Okay. So let's turn that around. We got a turbo light? We do. Okay. We don't have a power light. It's so precarious. Okay. Yeah, it's telling me there's a hard drive there. I know. No power still. Might be that it's this pin and this pin. Yeah, there we go. Okay, key lock is the next one. Goes here. Alright, power this down before I blow it up. Okay, so now it's just a matter of putting everything in. Should be a quick build. Let's see, will it go down to a 386 level again by plugging it into the bar, by installing it into this here case? I don't know. Let's see what happens. I hope not. All right, I need all the standoffs. I'll get them off the other board, I guess. I think maybe off camera I'm gonna build a nice little Cyrix DX2 66 system out of that one. I just need to get myself a VLB video card. I don't have any more of those. And I'm running out of standoffs. This was a problem yesterday as well. There and here. And here. There should be one more. I'm gonna have to drop it. I did. Nothing on that one. take one out of this thing. This is another project. Pretty decent one too, I think. Got a nice multi VRM. I think this might even take MMXs. Cache on a stick. I think the problem lies in the fact that it has a Dallas RTC. So well, one day I'll get them. That's just been sitting in the pile. Pentiums, not that I'm not a fan of them. Just I don't really care. They're not that exciting yet. I think maybe in like 5 years they will appreciate. It'll be that generation of kids that are going to get the nostalgia wave for them. For me, it's 386s. And to an extent, 486s. And then Pentiums, I did have Pentiums, of course I did. I had really good ones. They just didn't really, it was like the silver age of computing for me. They were still very good. And the games, I played on them with my friends, amazing. But I didn't really care about the hardware at that point that much. And then by the time I got into college, I had a Pentium 3, I think 800 megahertz or something. I mean, yes, sure, I built it myself, but I wasn't really into it as much anymore. There we go. Okay. What's going on at an angle for? There we go. Very good. Okay, so into one of those video card. Well, another thing I wanted to try was that other, I don't know if it was a CPU or the board is weird like that, but it wasn't picking up the hard drive on a 32-bit I/O card, and that's too bad because I have one. 16-bit is okay. I mean, the main thing is the video is working, right? So, video is 32-bit. But I think this one has an external LED port and everything, so yeah, right there. So that'd be nice without having to recombobble everything into a. Well, I gotta take the front plate off anyways to change the LED display. So if this fails, I still have a hookup directly to the front of the hard drive for the LED. Okay, cool. So hopefully this will work and stay at the right speed. Because that's super. Well, you guys saw it for yourselves, right? I know at least 2 of you were watching this, which is just a phenomenal number. Okay, so put that off to the side here. Here we go. 1, 2, black to black. Yeah, that hasn't changed. Nothing's changed here, so actually I'm gonna take the strain off of this as much as I can here. What the hell is going on? Oh, that was twisted. All right. Black to black. Here we go. Okay. Nothing's grounding anywhere. Board's up off the thing. Okay, everything's in. The cards are in. All right, let's do this. Yeah, hard drive's off, obviously. Well, actually, the hard drive should be plugged in. That's okay. We'll plug it in. But it's still, drive A error. Drive A error. Oh, okay. So it doesn't even drive A. Okay, well, you then. Okay, it wasn't seated in all the way. Okay, let's try that. Hard drive in. Okay. Now, will it find the hard drive? Yeah, it does that. It goes to want to do it, and then it just kind of doesn't. It's so weird. 298 boot disk. Let's see if it'll at least boot from the diskette and maybe see the drive that way. I mean, I've got the. It could also be the 40 megahertz bus is kind of screwing around with this thing. I do have the wait state jumper set. I might take it off just to see how it performs. So let's see if it even actually sees the hard drive. Okay. I don't know. Let's try that. We'll go back into it. It does see it. It's able to find it. Oh, actually, it doesn't. Yeah, let's see if it'll find the CD-ROM. It sees the CD-ROM. That's fine. There's no PCI bus in this computer, so that's all right. I will prepare a jumper for the wait state setting. I'll just pull one out of here. It's working anyways. Okay, so let's see. Well, it's okay. That is that I don't know what to say about that. Let's see if F disk. Well, if I see the partition, obviously F disk is going to see the drive. The hell? Why would it boot from it? There it is, active 101.2 gigs. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to try rebooting it. Off of a Windows 95 disk. And see if that works. Windows 95 startup diskette here. We'll do a sys-a real quick and see if that helps. And we'll quit because we did nothing. And you know what we could do? We'll give it, we'll set the jumper. This is still a 40 megahertz bus, so we're going to set the jumper for one wait state and tell the computer that the bus is working at greater than 33 megahertz. There's four possibilities: 25, 33, and then 40 and 50. So come on, boot into Windows 95. No, it's just sitting there with its hand in its pocket. I was going to say something else, but that's unfortunate. We'll boot from the C drive. We'll boot from the A drive. I should also plug this CPU cooler in here. I wonder if there's any other options. Large disk DOS compatibility enabled, disabled. That's it. Fixed disk controller 1. LBA mode control. I don't think that makes a difference. Let's see what happens if I enable it. I don't see how a controller would have any bearing on that, but I've seen weirder things. So we'll take the boot diskette out. Yeah, that's a hard lock. Oh, that's so weird. Annoying. We'll just put that back to how it was. Okay, I have 10. I'm going to save an exit. Non-system disk or disk error. The Windows 95 startup disk. Come on now. Okay. How about this one? Disk I/O error. Okay. Check that out later. I don't think I actually booted this into Windows 95. I booted it into Windows 98, then installed 95 over it, which would explain why I don't have the Windows 95 boot disk. No, I do not have a Windows 95 boot disk. That is annoying because I don't want to make one now because that'll take too long. Okay, well, in any case, I think that'll be it. I'll play with the stupid I/O card a little bit more, and I have to take it apart anyways to change the jumper settings for the display on the front. But actually, I don't think we didn't even see this boot yet. Okay, let's screw. Did it boot? I don't even remember. Let's screw the cards in anyways, because these cards aren't going anywhere. They're good. The video card, the sound card, proper. I'm going to take out both of these jumpers so there are no wait states. Perhaps that should increase the performance slightly. I have a JP8 here. Maybe that's the hard drive LED. We'll plug it in. But I will definitely experiment with this a little bit more. Apparently, I don't have a Windows 95 boot disk. I think I'll just drag one of the deck PC out here and make a couple of them. I don't want to take it all apart, and then the video will be like way too long anyways. Yeah, I guess that's fine where it is. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try that hard drive, JP8 though. Let's see what it does. Okay, random, plugging it in however which way. Okay, well I do have a red LED that's on. But I don't think it has anything to do with hard drive activity. It's just on. All right, so there we go. It's going into 95. And we're going to have a quick look at benchmarks. I don't have a mouse button. So that's what I'm going to try offline. Is I'm going to get a Windows 95 boot disk, give it the sys command, and I mean it does boot up fairly quickly. And give it the sys command, and then just do a sysc and see if that helps. If not, whatever. 16-bit I/O isn't the worst thing. The video is 32-bit, which is what you want anyways. All right, Cyrix instead. Okay, it's a TI chip, but sure, fair enough. Okay, benchmarks. Let's have a look at this. Cool. All right, that's with turbo on and turbo off. So this is how that other one was performing, regardless of the turbo situation, between a 386 DX25 and a 33. So this is, I don't know. I'll have to switch it down to 33, I guess. 33 and 80 on the front display. That's too bad, man. That's really too bad. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. So let's see if we can get some games working here. We played Doom last time, and it was just atrociously slow. The sound is working. That's good. This already feels way better. Get over here. Yes, line up all in a line. That's good. Fight each other. Yeah, those two guys are fighting each other. Nice. Wow, come on, die already. Okay, I need to go back and get that. Oh, every time I go through that, it's like a 10% chance that I get. Anyways, it's fine. I'm not going to seriously play this game anyways. It's just to confirm. Oh, okay. Somebody's not happy there. Whatever, it works, and it works well. So, yeah, I think that's what's going to have to happen. I'm going to have to pull out the front case and change the megahertz rating down to 80. Still interesting. I feel a little bit better because yesterday I was pretty pissed. I don't know what or who. It's really nobody's fault. But yeah, that fucking combo just doesn't work. So that is it, and that is all. I'm gonna have to mount this in here somewhere like this. Another thing I'm gonna do. I might do a nice, quickly 5-minute here's what I did later on video. But yeah, that's it for tonight. So we'll see you sooner rather than later, hopefully. So this one was a success. Like this thumbs up, I guess, depending which way you're looking. Anyways, that is all. Good day.